Washem Roshai, Washem Rakah Kodash, Kabbalah to the apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and byway, preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. The brother Shapar from the James Jamaica camp. Hey, oftentimes I deal with a female, um, and you know, maybe you find another female more, you know, more you're into, or you're not paying any attention, that much attention to the female. You're speaking to them, bring up this word all the time, that you're not being interested, or you lose interest, or you lost interest. You know what I mean? We know that female love attention. You know what I mean? That's what keep them going. You know what I mean? Giving them attention. So oftentimes this word come up. So I want to show you the similarity concerning the truth or the word. You know what I mean? You having interest in the word, or you losing interest. You know, bring out the word first. I'm interested. Wanting to give your attention to something and discover more about it. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to do this, you know what? You're losing interest. You know what I mean? And it's the same with this truth. Because look, this truth is compared to a woman. I know when you find a woman where basically you have whole heap of, you know, she just have you, you know, you just want into her all the time. Seeing it show that you're interested, so you pay attention more to that woman more than anything else. You know what I mean? Because you want, you know, yeah, man sing it in them, in them song all the while, you know, they want to feel them to the utmost best, you know. But anyway, it is like unto the word, yeah. And just like a woman feel like they're losing interest, it's the same with the spirit, man. It can be detected that your interest is somewhere else. You know what I mean? So you're paying less attention to this truth. You know what I mean? And that can lead to a myriad of things, yeah. Well, let's bring out a precept here first. This is Proverbs 5:19. It says, let her be as a loving hind and a pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished away always with her love. Speaking to this truth. So you have to deal with this truth like a woman, and you have to give all your attention. If yeah, I'm gonna say all. You know what I mean? Because every other doing you're supposed to apply the spirit to every doing you're doing in your daily activity. We continue. It says, and why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman? Because at the end of the day, if your interest is drawn to something else apart from this truth, you know what I mean, that would be a strange woman. You know what I mean? And you know how that will go. See, because the one you pay the more attention to, that is the one you love. See, so if you find yourself drawn to do something different, and you're spending most of your time to do something different more than what you're doing in this world, see, you know some problem here when regards to this truth, man. You know, women stay when them claim say, oh, you know, give them much attention. You know what I mean? What I want, you say, why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman and be embraced and embrace the bosom of a stranger? See? So, you know, with daily activities, we have other things doing, man. Some man out there hustle. Some man are into physical women, some men into cars or whatsoever. But those things can be a distraction. They can be a strange woman who you're actually embracing. You know what I mean? Whatsoever thing you're doing, you find the most of your time I think about or do, saying that basically it's a woman. Man. Saying so is either this truth or whatsoever else. Saying this is Matthew 6 and 24. He said, no man can serve two masters, for either he will either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold fast slacker, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. You know what I mean? Look up already here, mammon. Treasure, riches. You know what I mean? You can't serve God and riches, man. Um, this world, this society we live in a very materialistic society. You know what I mean? And you find, say, your possession, whatever possession you have, seen can make you be distracted, man. See, you can have a car, constantly breaking down, or you find yourself or try get it on a certain level and it consume most of your time. It can be a house, you know what I mean? It can be whatsoever. You can have a girl that you try maintain or you try keep her. So you do all different type of things to maintain and to keep her. You know what I mean? Telling the Apostle Paul tell us, look, they were married, cared for the things pertaining to his wife. You know what I mean? So mammon, you cannot serve the Lord Yahweh Shemar Shai. Mammon is either you have a love one and you have a hate one, and the one you spend most of your time or you consume most of your energy, that's the one where you love. You know what I mean? And it manifests based off of your action pertaining towards both sides, whether it's truth or the thing we are doing in the world. You know what I mean? Which one you actually love, it manifests. You know what I mean? So it can't work, you can't balance the two sides of things. You know what I mean? If I always say more time I want to balance the world and something else, I don't know, it can't work, man. You know what I mean? You do other things as if you're not even, as if you're not even doing it. But you just do it in order to just occupy time and not to set your heart upon it. At least you lose this truth because you can lose it, you can forget it. Because the thing where you're in, you put most of your interest in it can cause you to forget other things, yeah. Because you're using all that part of the mind dealing with things concerning that. And if certain things slip, you know what I mean, you forget certain things. And it can slip because the scripture tells you this word can slip from it. You know what I mean? Just like how anything else I forget. And all these men they say basically even coming up against this truth is because they never really find interest in a certain part of this truth. So therefore it not really stay in them subconscious, man. They forget it. You know what I mean? A lot of things we see them back up against with the elders, them forget things. They lose the truth. And you can't lose it. The scripture says, look, this is St. John 15 and 4. It says, abide in me and I in you. As a branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide in the vine. And Yahweh is that vine, man. Seeing? And how we connect? Through this truth, man. Believing in this truth. Seeing? Being occupied in this truth. You know what I mean? That's why I say abide in me. Seeing? Because if you don't constantly refresh your mind with this thing, you know what I mean, make this thing repeat in your mind, you're gonna lose it, man. Something else have to replace it in the memory. It's gonna be overwritten by something else, man. You know what I mean? That's how the mind works. See? No man can slack ya. Things I'm say. Anyway, no more can he except he abide in me? See, so you're not gonna keep this thing on saying if you don't continue in it, man. So I mean, the more space to give it before you pay attention to it, the more should go astray from it. Yeah, which is this wisdom. It's a, I am the vine, which is Awashai. Ye are the branches. Yeah, and we make a connection to the word. See? He that abide in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth fruit, much fruit, much bringeth forth much fruit. Slacken. For for without me, he cannot do nothing. You know what I mean? So hey, doing videos, you're not connecting, seeing you have other things doing, man. You know what I mean? You're not connecting. That I could make videos. Hey, me personally go through a lot of experiences with things basically drawing me away. You know what I mean? Since so this is something will happen to all of us, man. So you know we have to pray that you don't get drawn altogether into some other things apart from this word. You know what I mean? Hey, what the apostles them saying, doing the videos them, hey, necessary, man. It's necessary for this word to stay with you, man, because the more you practice, it's like maths, the more you practice maths, the more you can retain it. You know, practice it, you lose it, man. You know what I mean? Alright. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and this is what's gonna happen. The spirit is gonna leave you. You know what I mean? It's gonna leave you. You see, you take your time and you're doing less and less and less pertaining to the spirit till you find yourself all the way out. That's what's gonna happen, man. And his wither and his withered, and man gathered them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. See, because what? The Lord is going to bring great judgment upon this earth, merely thermonuclear destruction, and you're going to be destroyed. In that, you're not going to be delivered, man, because you never maintain hope or faith in this word. You know what I mean? You're going with a strange woman, you know. So, he said, if you abide in me, and my words, this is what we need here, abide in you, he shall ask what he will, and it shall be done unto you. Because these men who basically abide in the word is basically the elect men. And the Lord is going to give this elect whatsoever them ask, which basically more in abundance of his spirit. And the Lord are washing our shine. So there's a prayer here. Let me should I find a precept here first. This is Hebrews 12, Hebrews 2 and 1. It says, therefore we ought to give more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, which is the truth. Yeah? Least at any time we should let them slip, because it's something that you have to retain, and if you're not occupied in it, you're gonna lose it, man. You're going to be, as we say, your hard drive is going to be overwritten with whatsoever else information or whatsoever else thing occupying your time, or you're using up all your energy focusing on. You know what I mean? Seeing, so this is what the scriptures are showing you. You know what I mean? So you have to abide in the spirit. You have to constantly, the spirit, man. And in the spirit, you have to do videos. You know what I mean? Seeing, so it's a fight where you have to pray and even fast. You know what I mean? For maintain up to that speed. You know what I mean? A little fall in your hands, fall in your hand, you can fall asleep, man. So you have men falling asleep. You know what I mean? Every man is at risk. You have them demons out there would like you to fall asleep. You know what I mean? So let bring out a precept here. Because this is basically you should pray for. You know, if be a part of the elect, pray that this to happen to you. This is Psalms 51:11. It says, cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thine Holy Spirit away from me. You know what I mean? This is vital, man. It's not I'm not losing out on salvation, man. See, we don't do that in Christians they say we're saved already. We're not saved yet. You can be a castaway. You can out here preaching this truth, you know what I mean, to many. You know what I mean? And be a castaway, as Paul said. Say, you know, that is a possibility. And we see time and time again brothers falling off. You know what I mean? So this truth here is a thing you're supposed to be paying attention to. 24/7, 48 hours, man. In every activity you do, you apply the truth to it, man. You know what I mean? Judge every situation according to the truth. You know what I mean? Don't left off and have a different mindset. And then you come back to this. One of the time you try to come back and it's not there. You know what I mean? You know? You don't have no more interest. You don't see like it make no sense anymore. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen to you. So as the precept say, abide. Yeah, abide in the Lord our Bashim our Shaiman, and he will abide in you. See, so that I really want to bring out that Mr. Kalala our Bashim our Shai, about us to the apostles of greatness, Lord Shalom to all the brothers in the island by preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. Shalom.